Alright, September 9th, 2024. I have made a video on this plant before. I think I had it, I haven't even looked back. It's probably labeled something like, do you eat your weeds or something, eat your plant, landscape plants or something like that is what the title was. But anyways, this is a Turk's cap. It's a type of hibiscus. And the flowers don't actually open up real big like a lot of hibiscus. They're fairly small, and that's about as open as they get. Every part of this plant is edible, as is a lot of hibiscus. And I'm just gonna, I know it's not very clear here, so we're gonna take this, grasp the bottom down there and take this and pull it out. The pollen and stuff on that gets, you see them pollen, little individual pollens there, they get a little gritty if you leave that on there. And then we'll just grasp the flower and pull the base of it off. And what you're left with, now this is late evening, it's been sun shining on all day, and they're going to be better, you know, earlier in the morning before the heat gets on them. But they're edible just like that. You can use them, you know, make your little fancy salads if you got something going on or whatever, you know, dress them up. Put a few as a garnish on the side of the plate or something, and they're just lightly sweet. They're not like a, you know, a real sweet piece of fruit or nothing like that. Just lightly sweet. And they also produce these little, once the flowers die off, they produce these little berries. Now these are a little far gone, they're kind of wrinkled, but I've picked a few. Now this plant does kind of sprawl, but does well here in this semi-shade or in sun or whatever. But I've picked some, and some people call these Mexican apples. They may have a slight appley flavor. To me, they're just a, you know what, large blueberry size little, bite into this. And they look like a little apple. They've got little seeds in them. Let me see if I can. It's hard to get all the fruit off of the seed, but there's a little seed. But the seed is easily crunched. And so I just bit that one. But to add a little texture, if you just eat the whole thing, you know, you can kind of just press them with your tongue and move the pulp from around the seeds. I like munching on them. These are a little bit sweeter than the flowers. But again, they're just a light, sweet, you know. When they get kind of dark like this, right before they start getting wrinkly, it's about when they're prime. But yeah, Turk's cap hibiscus, Mexican apple, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice little, you know, bush to have, little shrub. That is edible, and you see all the little flowers, and everywhere you see a flower you have the potential to get a, look like the ants have been eating on that one, and even on maybe a bird or something pinched on that, didn't it? If you haven't tried them, you know, they're a nice little bush, little shrub to have in your edible landscape, food forest, whatever. And you can take, you know, these individual stems, you can bury them in the dirt and cause them to root, or you can clip them and root them, and you know, to propagate more of these hibiscus, which most of your hibiscus are easily rooted and air layered and so on. So now that one, see, that one's a little bit far gone. I'll just let the animals have it. But anyway, just want to show you all that. Didn't mean for this video to get so long. Kind of a sprawling little shrub that is nice to have and nice to munch on.